Welcome to Dating in the City. Dating in the City is a show and podcast where we debate all things love and relationships and discuss hot trending topics. I'm Alessandra Conti.
And I'm Cristina Pineda.
And we're sisters. And we are matchmakers and co-founders of Matchmakers in the City. Matchmakers in the City is an old school personal matchmaking firm headquartered here in Los Angeles with other service areas in New York, San Francisco, and Washington, D.C. And yeah, you guys, oh my gosh, welcome. This is our first ever video. We have a podcast. We've had a podcast for how many years now, Cristina?
For almost, I think we have 3 seasons.
Yeah, we're on season 3 of the podcast. Right. So don't worry, for the loyal podcast listeners, we are still broadcasting on our podcast wherever you listen to your podcasts. But for the new viewers, due to the corona times, we figured that the people need visuals right now.
Exactly. And if you want to dive deeply into our past episodes, feel free to go on.
Dive into our past.
Yes.
Into our past.
Exactly. Go on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, wherever you get
Stitcher,
podcasts.
Wherever.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's Dating in the City. So we're on. But yeah, you guys, as all of the listeners already know, but for the YouTubers brand new, we're Celebrity Matchmakers, and we've been personal matchmakers for almost 9 years. And we're based here in Los Angeles. But yeah, I mean, we work with people all over the city,
the world,
all over the country, and all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, in our videos, we'll be talking about just all of the different things that are going on. And the first segment that we have is We Can't Help But Wonder. Mm-hmm. So in our segment, We Can't Help But Wonder, we discuss the top relationship-related stories and situations happening in pop culture today and how to apply them to you in real life. So our first story is just something really close to my heart. Real Housewives of New York City news. The fabulous Ramona Singer.
And is that who you were quoting yesterday?
I think I quote Ramona Singer about once a day, so that sounds about right.
Oh gosh.
Sounds about right.
That was a strange moment in
Sounds
my day.
about right. Sounds about right. But so Ramona is quarantining right now with her ex-husband Mario. And wild. So now trending, Corona is bringing out the ghosts of boyfriends past. So we can't help but wonder, are exes the way to go during Corona? And what are the do's and don'ts of dating during Corona?
Ooh, that's a great question.
I know.
Alessandra. You're popping them out.
Popping them out. Well, first of all, I think that it's important to just say, obviously, we're bringing levity to a really serious situation.
Yes.
So
yes.
We're just sending all of our love to you and your family. We know that this is not an easy time.
Right, exactly.
But,
maybe smiles right now.
Yes,
we understand.
Maybe smiles and glammed up, but alas.
Yes.
We get it, and we are quarantining and self-isolating, and thank God we're doing it together.
Right, it's true.
So yeah, praise be. And all of our matchmakers are also working from home, so everybody is safe at Matchmakers in the City. But let's talk about the topic at hand, the fabulous Ramona Singer, the exes. What do we think, Cristina?
Well, I hope how has that been going for them? Have they been broadcasting from her house, showing their ex-husband relationship, or just this is news story?
This is news.
Oh,
this
okay.
Is it's also such little news, but it just meant so much to me.
I see.
You
I
know?
see. But they're both not dating other people. They're both
Cristina,
single.
I don't even know, but what I'm saying is to the viewers,
right.
Is it honestly now is a time when the ghosts of boyfriends past are literally coming out. So there are so many women that have been DMing me, and I've been doing a lot of virtual date coaching, and so many women are like, oh my gosh, Allie, I am being texted or Facebook messaged or Instagram DM'd by basically every man that I've ever said hello to.
Right.
So what do we think? Do we think that now is a great time to kind of go back into the Rolodex of men of the past?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
I mean, this is though for people who you've maybe said no to prematurely, or it was an uncertain, it may not have been a breakup, you may have been dating, but I don't know, I'm just not that into him, so I'm going to move on. Rather than, this was clearly a breakup for major reasons, do not go there.
Oh my gosh.
That is not worth it.
Okay.
That would be my advice.
So if it's somebody that things ended prematurely or, or
because
it wasn't.
It's like the whole book, Marry Him, where she goes through her list of men who she said no to for numerous banal reasons. There was nothing that was...
banal.
Yeah, there was nothing that was standing out about it. They were the terrible person. But there are movies about this, too, about going through past boyfriends, and seeing what went wrong, what went right.
There's literally a movie right now on Netflix called The Ghosts of Girlfriends Past, starring the great Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, really? Is this new?
Yeah. Well, no, it's not new. No. It's actually like a 90s classic.
Really?
And it was so funny because I started watching it, and as one does with Netflix, like, I started to watch it, but then I got a little bit distracted. But I will say that I feel as though, like, this is the way that this is like a romantic comedy, and this is the way romantic comedies used to be made. So I was loving it, and I will continue to watch it as the quarantine continues. But anyway, and yeah, definitely you guys watch Ghosts of Girlfriends Past on Netflix, and let me know what your thoughts are, and let me know if people are reaching out to you in your DMs, if your exes or guys that you've dated in the past are reaching out, or women that you've dated in the past are reaching out.
Yeah, that happens too.
Lord knows that happens.
We've seen that.
Yeah, guilty. Not this week. Oh goodness, not this week, but guilty. But no, I mean, I think that definitely, I agree with you, Cristina. I think that, listen, we all know the toxic men. You know the men in your life, in your past, who it doesn't matter if they are the last man on the earth. Do not get back together with him, sweetie pie.
Exactly.
You're only fooling yourself if you think that his habits will change just because he's in quarantine. I saw the funniest meme, and it was like, this girl was like, you think you're safe in Corona times with like guys and dating, but she's like, my brother just FaceTimed 5 different girls back to back. So if a man had player tendencies like in the real world, you better believe that his flag is still flying. Those red flags are still waving brightly.
Oh yes.
So don't, even though like it's kind of like end times right now, it doesn't mean that an F-boy is stilleth an F-boy during the times of Corona.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So
well said.
Well said. I know,
sister.
Right? So good. But anyway, Ramona, we wish you well with Mario. I mean, maybe
they'll get back together.
I mean, he cheated on her very publicly, and it was just it was a mess. But you know what? We root for them. They're a couple that we really root for because she's like just so much fun. But anyway, and also do's and don'ts of dating during Corona. So if you're not getting back together with an ex, like, Cristina, how does one go about dating in these times?
Yes, well, we've actually, at Matchmakers in the City, actually, Alessandra wrote this article.
Oh, I did.
Yes.
Yes. It was a little bit aggressive quarantine.
So I would only look at the part where it's if you're doing virtual dates, because she gave an example if you're doing in-person dates. However, we always say if you meet virtually first, then the man can set up a time for you to do a hike somewhere.
Even actually, CDC regulations are like encouraging people to not meet at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if things get better. Okay, well, and also these are guidelines for matchmaking, not for online. I mean, online dating, I'm not going to go there, but I wouldn't recommend, I don't know if I would recommend a hike alone with someone.
No, absolutely not. This is a murder.
Just met via Skype, and it's
listen to Crime Junkie podcast.
Right. Don't do that. I'm talking more for matchmaking from what Alessandra wrote about for matchmaking situations we've background checked, social media checked. Everyone who works with us is has clean records.
So what you can do though, obviously, if you're in the financial place to do so, working with a matchmaker is a beautiful way of dating during Corona, because the thing is, we work with people who hate online dating.
Yes.
Like this is like, they don't like online dating. They don't like app dating. Like it is just not their thing to meet somebody in such a weird and inorganic way. So it's really cool because even during the times of Corona, which was what I was writing in the article, you can do a romantic virtual date. And that said, I'm not shaming those who are doing online dating. That's fine. You do you. This is a great time. You finally have a little bit of time, but know that you will have to vet a lot, because even in our job, one of the biggest things is just vetting people and interviewing people. And, you know, somebody's profile could look amazing, but then you like get on a even a FaceTime or Skype interview, a virtual interview with them, and they're just, it's like they're nothing like what you were expecting. So that's really a big part of our matchmakers' jobs. But a romantic virtual date is really great. And so basically it's treating it like it was a real date. So I encourage, you know, if you're a lady, if you're a gal, do a full face of makeup, do your hair.
You need to, especially with Skype, because Skype and FaceTime, watch both of them. The light shining on you makes you look like you're not wearing anything, even if you're wearing a full face of makeup. So you really need to do it up for the camera.
Yeah, do it up for the camera.
Yes, and then light goes in front of you, not behind you. Do not be backlit. It will wash you out. You'll look terrible.
Are we washed out? No.
We have plenty of light.
We have tons of light.
We do have light from the back, but then everyone will forgive our imperfections.
Yes, exactly. But no, absolutely. And for the guys, like put a nice shirt, put a new crisp shirt on. Make sure you put a little pomade in your hair.
Right. Wear your favorite cologne, even though she's not smelling you. It's just it makes you feel. We always say we want you to feel sexy, and we tell our ladies wear your heels if you want to.
Yes, wear heels.
It puts you in that.
You can also wear like slippers if you would like.
Right. But some people just want that full look to, I am going on a date. I'm spending all my time at home. Why not spend a little more time getting ready?
Exactly. And there's definitely something to be said for putting on heels. Like it just you feel sexy.
You do.
You feel sexy in a little bit of a heel. I love it. And of course, you can always, this is a really great time to sign up for our database or to sign up to be a priority member, but it's matchmakersinthecity.com/sign up. And it's for
the database.
It's for the database. So definitely go for it. If it's something that you're like, I haven't had time in the past, go for it now.
Exactly. And you'll be put in our amazing database where we can look at you to potentially match with our clients.
Yes.
That's perfect for this time. The other thing is we'll put the link of this in the comment section below so you can click on it to sign up for the database, as well as a link to the sign up page if you want to learn more and potentially be a priority member yourself.
Yes.
We will also include a link to Alessandra's article on how to date during the coronavirus, which will have more tips than what we were able to talk about tonight.
Okay, so let's talk about Netflix and quarantine.
Ooh, yes.
Allie and Christina's
Netflix
and quarantine. Allie and Christina's COVID Classics. So this is actually a really good, an additional date that you can do. Netflix is now allowing you to watch a movie with somebody, and like it opens up a chat. It's really cute.
Oh, really?
Cute
so
little feature.
You can write things.
You know what? I haven't really researched it that much, but if this is something that excites you, just
look into
it. So Cristina, can you tell us your COVID suggestion?
Alessandra said, why do you want to talk about this? But I recently saw the Jonas Brothers documentary on Amazon. This is an Amazon Prime movie, actually. It's called Chasing Happiness. And I wanted to bring it up because in one of our previous podcasts, we talked about Nick Jonas and his new wife, and Alessandra was a little less than flattering.
Okay, so I'm gonna totally come clean. Nick and Priyanka.
Yes, Priyanka.
You guys, I thought it was a farce.
Right.
I thought it was a farce. I honestly did. I thought that it was a total publicity stunt. I like saw their body language and was like, oh, I would just see photos of them and it just, something felt off. But I will say that since seeing the Chasing Happiness documentary, since getting to know our fellow Jersey boy, Nick Jonas, I now am on board. I am on board. I'm on it. I'm on that board with the couple. I think that they're a beautiful couple. And Cristina, you just really wanted to talk about the Jonas Brothers. Do you want to just talk?
No, I just really love what hard workers they are. And you see in the documentary their grind and how talented they are, but
we respect a family grind here.
Yeah, we respect a family grind.
They're dating in the city.
Yeah, we do.
And we do.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
It's just a similar. It's a similar bond that we have than what they have, and how much they have had to value their relationship and work on their relationship with each other throughout all the years of fame and fortune.
I mean, it's just really hard sometimes. Just all the fame, it can get to our heads. I was Pat the other day. Remember?
What did you say?
Remember the paparazzi got me?
Oh,
leaving Craig's the other day.
Really?
I told you. Cristina, you're supposed to be like, oh yeah, they got you. I remember I told you the paparazzi were like, so this was like obviously before Corona times, but so there's this restaurant in LA called Craig's and literally the paparazzi wait outside for celebrities, and I was there, and obviously I'm not a celebrity, but I have match made a ton of them. So a lot of people that are in relationships right now are because of yours truly. So I was leaving, and then they, one of the paps, because if one of them snaps, then the other ones are like, who's that? And so I was like, I just was covering said, oh my gosh, no photographs, please, no photographs. I just want to live my life. And then I had my girlfriend Amanda take a photo of me, and then this really sweet paparazzi guy was taking a bunch of photos, and I said, oh my gosh, thank you so much, just being really great. I'm just really gracious, I'm one of the people, I'm one with the people, at the end of the day. And then we were getting in the car, and then he was doing as we were in my car, doing, the Britney shot, Britney Paris and Lindsay Lohan shot. So it was, it was a moment for me. And, I just, celebrities, they're just like us, at the end of the day. They're just like us.
Right.
So.
Yes, but anyway, we just wanted to talk a little bit about the Jonas Brothers and exonerate Nick for his marriage.
Sorry, Nick, I believe you now.
They're
Nick
all seem like really great guys. And
nice young men.
Yeah, and we hope that we wish them all the best.
Mm-hmm.
They're just shorter men too. So
they're shorter.
That was, I think, one of the reasons you thought that maybe they didn't look as...
That's so mean.
No, she's taller than him. It's all of their, well, not the first brother, but all of their girlfriends or wives are taller.
Yeah,
and that's a beautiful thing.
It works.
I know of many couples where the woman is taller than the man.
And honestly, it just goes to show, ladies, that height is... this is not a deal breaker.
Look, I mean, if you see Nick and his dedication and his drive and his music, what woman wouldn't want to date him? But he's 5'7", okay? He's 5'7". Most women who come in and do interviews with us, they want at least 5'8".
At 5'8", I mean...
That's the low... I'm telling you, the low point.
Women usually come in... Women come in and they say, I want 6 foot and above.
Right, so you're cutting out Nick Jonas, ladies.
Well, actually...
former. Yeah. He's not single anymore.
Yeah, and the percentages are... I think it's 16% of the population is over 6 foot.
Really?
Yeah, only 16%.
Wow.
And then, or it might even be 6%. I'm sorry, guys, I'm really bad at statistics. It's a really low percentage.
Yeah.
I think it's actually 6.2% of the population is over 6 foot. Not 16, it's 6.2%.
Okay.
And then, obviously, let's then cut out the men who are gay, cut out the men who are already in relationships, cut out the men who are absolutely not looking for any relationship.
Yeah.
So if you're limiting yourself that much based on height, it's going to really limit your pool. And yeah, I mean, we were with so many amazing men who are, it really doesn't matter how tall they are. I remember having this professor when I was at college.
Yes, I remember this.
Yeah, and he was an entrepreneur. He was an entrepreneurial teacher. Like I took a class like entrepreneurial whatever business at American University, and I remember he was the small man, a very small little man, and but I was enamored.
Wow.
I was like, oh, I think his name was like Professor Adolf or something like that, which he wasn't German. Not German at all. He was not German. Absolutely.
Adolf is
African American. He was African American. But the small guy, and he was just so passionate. He was such a just like go-getter. I just loved him. So, lesson learned. And we've worked with a lot of men, all different heights. And really, we will say after doing this for almost 9 years, height should be at the bottom of your list.
Yeah.
You're looking for a future husband. You're looking for a future father to your children. You're looking for a man who is a rock, who has a fabulous career, who makes you want to be the best version of yourself. And honestly, in these Corona times, unless you're doing a virtual date with heels on, most of you are in flats right now. So height isn't mattering right now in these Corona
It matters
times.
less the longer you're married.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Dan's also like 6'7". Christina's husband is
wear
literally
these
the tallest
huge
man.
heels going out, and then now the progressively shrunk.
So funny. I know he's so
Even
tall.
though he is 6'5".
6'5". That's wild season. So you're not exactly the poster child for a woman who got with a shorter
No,
guy,
but there are many examples.
And most
of
actors as
successful-
well. So many
Yes, a lot
actors
of
are
actors,
shorter.
right.
So many.
We've talked about a few of them on some of our podcasts.
Yes, but guess what? They're new viewers, Christina.
That's true.
They are new viewers, and back before Corona times. So what you guys will learn, I'm more of the what would we call me? The social. The social butterfly sister. But you're a social butterfly. I'm more of like, I love
pop culture.
Yeah, pop culture. I still love going out in LA. I know I'm aging.
More of the socialite for
socialite.
Young Hollywood.
The young Hollywood scene.
I'm more of the socialite for more business events
I guess business.
General events.
Just other events.
Other
generally.
events. Yeah.
No, but and I remember whenever we would see, like, if ever somebody in the public eye would be out, it was just, you just look at them, you're like, you're this little, and sometimes we work with these guys, anyway, so, but yeah.
Great. So that was just the first.
Yeah, okay. And then, so now Alessandra's suggestion, also, let's go to my suggestion. Mm-hmm. So, in quarantine, if you guys have Disney Plus, if you don't have Disney Plus, now is the time. This is not sponsored by Disney Plus. Hopefully soon it will be. But no, I'm just kidding.
They took my Star Wars advice.
Yeah, they did. That's true. But yeah, I mean, I have been living for rewatching the old classics. I rewatched High School Musical. I'm in the middle of Princess Diaries 2, and it's just it brings me so much joy. It really does. So those are my suggestions. Get Disney Plus immediately. But so yeah.
Fantastic.
That's good.
Let's move on to Boy Bye. As sisters, we have our fair share of disagreements. Every day, we date coach.
Sorry, guys. Have to decline. Okay, continue. So let's talk about Boy Bye.
Yes, every day we date coach men and women who don't know whether they should stay in a relationship or move on. In Boy Bye, we debate different hot relationship trigger topics. The first scenario. I met a guy out and he doesn't speak English. ... Like at all. Oh, boy bye or strike one.
I don't speak Spanish, Japanese, or French.
The way your body moving, it don't need to make sense.
It's the way your body talking definitely makes sense. It's a body language. It's
if anyone
the
knows
seminal
that
classic.
song,
The seminal.
Jesse McCartney.
Speaking of the young Hollywood days, remember when we saw him at Avenue?
We were clubbing with Jesse
God.
McCartney.
That was so funny. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. Okay, so what do you think, Cristina?
I kind of wanted to hear your opinion because I feel like
I don't think that this is a boy bye at all, and I don't even know if this is a strike one.
Yeah, we don't think. I agree with you. It's not a strike one or a boy bye. It's up to you.
It's up to you. I mean, now's a better time than any to get that Rosetta Stone.
It's true.
Wait, is Rosetta Stone still a thing?
I'm sure.
Is
it?
Yes. Is it still going? I don't know.
If we're wrong, please correct us.
Yeah, if we're wrong, apologies.
Yes.
We're 90s kids.
But it's great to learn a new language now.
Yeah.
Both of you can. Hopefully you speak a little bit of the language that he speaks.
Yeah, un poquito.
And if not,
all you need is a couple words, and the rest is body language.
But maybe he's able to. Maybe he will learn. He's probably wanting to learn English too.
Yeah.
And
yeah, totally.
Why not?
Why not? Obviously, you want to just be cognizant of, I'm not a stranger to 90 Day Fiance, and I'm just very
wary.
I'm weary of anybody. I'm weary of everybody because we also with matchmaking we do interviews, background checks, social media checks, and sex offender searches. So over the past 9 years, we've seen a lot. Yeah, we've seen a lot.
We have.
So it is important to just be wary with anybody that you meet, and make sure that you try to get as much information about them as humanly possible before investing emotionally in the potential relationship.
So true. Yes, please.
Yes.
Yes,
but
please.
Once you've established that he is, who he says that he is, and he is a relatively good person, and that if you guys have share similar values, and he's also, I also think that in a bilingual relationship, I think it's important for the man and the women to both be equally dedicated to learning each other's language.
Yeah.
Because if it's just the woman that's like, oh yes, let me learn Spanish, or if it's just the guy who's like, oh yeah, let me learn English, and I think it should just be a mutual thing.
I think that's really good wisdom.
I mean, also at the end of the day, men and women speak different languages, and generally, even if you're speaking English.
It's hard enough to understand them.
Exactly. So
unless you're a matchmaker and that's what we study.
Yes, it is what we study. But even sometimes I'm stumped, But yeah, I mean, I definitely would say that as long as they're equally committed to learning English or to learning whatever your language is, hey, why not go for it? I love a foreign, we love a foreign man.
Yeah, and you'll learn. You'll see if it works for you or if not. But
hold him to the same standard as you would hold any other man that you're dating as well.
Exactly.
So even though he doesn't speak English, he's still, you still want to make sure that you're, you have the different, what's the word, Cristina?
Qualifications?
Yeah, the different qualifications and the different boundaries. Make sure to keep physical boundaries, kids.
Exactly.
Physical boundaries with those foreign men. They get excited.
With any men.
Any men.
Okay, great. Now let's move to next scenario. I'm not really attracted to a guy I started dating, but he is amazing. Great job, wants a family, strong character, and we share the same faith. Boy bye or strike one.
Oh.
So we just had
really attracted.
Yeah, we actually just had a little family debate about these attractions.
Family spat. We'll call it spat.
About attraction and how important it is, and it's an interesting question. Boy bye or strike one, Alessandra?
I am so... Okay, so I'm strongly on the side of that looks fade fast. Looks fade fast. I'm strongly on that ship. I'm the captain of that ship.
Why did you come to this?
here's the thing.
We got a photo of someone.
Wait.
We got a photo emailed. We know what he looks like now, but the person emailed a photo of what he looked like 30 years ago. We were shocked.
We were shocked. We were appalled. We were bamboozled. Okay.
It really made us pause.
It made us take a pause. Honestly, it was a life changer. And when you've been a matchmaker for almost 9 years, you too will have these moments of revelation.
Yes.
Listen, obviously you need to be attracted to that person.
Right. That is one of the building blocks of a relationship. You need to want to see them.
Yes.
You need to be happy when you're generally happy when you're around them.
You need to physically feel
that pull towards the person.
Yeah. You need to like their smell. You need to like being next to them. They can't repulse you.
Exactly.
But we have seen, and I also think it has something to do with the fact that we live in Los Angeles, and this is the city of pretty boys who do not have jobs, or they have, they're actors, the slashsters. So the actor slash bartender slash Uber driver slash this slash that. Yes. There's nothing wrong with that. Listen, Brad Pitt started as a live chicken, on the side of the road passing out pamphlets. So we know that for every A-lister, you have to work your way up, and they have to get there somehow. But it is something that I will say, if you're at a point in your life where your priority is you're dating with intention. You're dating with the intention of marriage. You're dating with the intention of engagement. You're dating with the intention of a serious relationship. It needs to be a factor, but it can't be 50, it can't be 50%. Okay, he's attractive and he
doesn't have the other qualities that are required for a future husband material, is what you're saying, right, Alessandra?
Christina,
they need to have the other elements too. They need to have that stability. Unless you are one of those rare women, and we've actually worked with a few.
Some of our favorite memberships.
Who just prize that over everything. They make a lot of money. Maybe they're just families or really wealthy too, and they don't need a guy who makes anything. So then they're open to physical is the one thing that they want.
But I also think there's something to be said, because this is going to be a little bit of a tickler here, a little tickle in the throat. But there's something about men and people in general who have just always been good looking.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry if I cut that up. Say that again, also.
No, there's something about people that have always been good looking. Okay? So as a former ugly duckling myself...
That is not true.
No. I mean, I was always adorable. I was an adorable duckling, but I definitely have blossomed, and I've swanned. Like, my glow up has been quite substantial.
That's why I never compliment your looks, because I know she's already...
What do you mean? What do you mean? What does that even mean? No, but I'm just saying, as somebody who I never in my entire life ever relied on my physical appearance for anything. Christina, you have, so you can't really explain. You have never had ugly duckling syndrome.
I did.
No, you don't know
when
it.
When I was in middle school, I did.
Okay, but you've always been stunning. Okay. It's true. People, it's true. It's true. But what I'm saying is, I think that there is something, you also, I mean, listen, you are very smart, intelligent, you went to Oxford, I'm not like,
Have you seen a growth stunt because of
No, okay, you're fine. Present company not included, but I think that generally people who have really relied on their looks, especially men who have relied on their looks, because for women it's a bit more socially acceptable, but I think that for men, they don't have to compensate in any other way. So they've just always life has been a little bit easier for them, and they haven't had to like develop another element of who they are. So maybe, be it career-wise, they maybe haven't had to work as hard. So therefore, when it comes to a relationship, and getting women for them is very easy.
Oh yeah.
If the bar scene is the perfect example of it. You know, it's if a really hot guy comes up to you and just like utters like then you're like, oh my god, hi, I guess those. But if a guy that is not like classically attractive does exactly that, it's kind of like, oh my god, what if women are just not having it? So those men have had to develop their social skills. They also have had to, they bring more to a relationship, in my humble opinion. I'm not saying even that the men, like, to me, I think that, like, I can find attraction in 95% of men.
Yeah, you can.
There are 5% that are horrific, and I you know what I mean? But 95%, like, you can.
American University trained you well.
Absolutely. They called it, so where I went to school, they called it AU goggles. But no, it's true though. It was so good though for me, because it's not a school of football players. We didn't have a football team.
Right, exactly.
So I had to look beyond the physical and really get to know them personality. And that would be so sexy. So ladies, what we're telling you is, yes, physical, it's important. You want to be attracted to the guy. I wouldn't be with somebody who I wasn't, physically attracted to. But at the same time, it is, let's look at those other qualities. And also, physical attraction can grow.
Exactly, it can grow.
Yeah.
And it ebbs and flows also in the relationship. And it's just that as people get older and things change.
Old bare belly. I'm just kidding. A beer belly can be really cute. We love a dad bod. I don't know. I've just seen the most success with, a guy, and even if he's really attractive, he like doesn't know he's attractive. That's the chupacabra. A man who doesn't know how attractive he is like, amen. Like, make it rain. God, make it rain men. Make it rain those types of men so we can set them up with our bachelorettes.
Fabulous.
Okay, scenario 3.
He's really into conspiracy theories and believes in QAnon.
QAnon. QAnon.
What's QAnon?
Okay. Wait, keep reading. Boy bye?
Boy bye or strike one?
All right, so what is QAnon? So this is also a conspiracy podcast.
Unheard.
No, I'm just kidding. So, no, QAnon is this, like, you know how I've been telling you about, like, all this big conspiracy that basically, like, Corona is basically a farce.
The
5G, but also to bring down this, like, ring of pedophiles. And it's all of these, like, huge public figures, which I won't defame any of their names. But it's all of these huge public figures that basically are getting rounded up because they were part of this pedophile ring. And Harvey Weinstein was, ended up giving, he gave testimony about all these people. And that's why he only got 23 years. And then it's so crazy because Harvey Weinstein, QAnon had said that he would get corona and then he would die, and then they would basically ship him off to the same island that Jeffrey Epstein is shipped off to. Okay, you guys, I went into a rabbit hole. I'm aware of that, and I don't know quite enough to really substantiate anything that I'm saying, but that's what we're talking about. It is a conspiracy theory.
Okay.
So anyway, he's really into conspiracy theories. And really, I don't think it's a strike at all. I think if anything, tell me more.
Yeah,
tell me more.
Listen to what he has to say, but if he does abiding by his words and following these strange rabbit holes with his actions, I definitely look a little more into that.
I mean, but would a conspiracy theorist make a good, like, future partner? I guess they'd be just like super prepared,
things,
and they'd be super prepared,
right? But they
have all the toilet paper. Those conspiracy theorists, because Lord knows I need a spare square because I need a fulfillment currently.
Yeah, please don't
send your thoughts and prayers.
Conspiracy theorists.
Or just everybody is right now, Christine. It's not just conspiracy theorists. Yeah. But what I'm saying
is I look at that. That would be a strike for me if they're hoarding stuff and not allowing other people who need it. That would be a strike at least.
I mean, strike, preparedness, whatever. Okay. Tomato. It is what it is.
Perfect.
Beautiful. All right. So let us go to
Mansers. Even though you may think that mostly women listen to our podcast and now videos, we actually have a ton of male listeners and now viewers. We wanted to make sure their voices were heard, so we are going to discuss a topic that men have brought to our attention. Hi, Cristina and Allie. Both of my roommates have girlfriends. Now with this whole quarantine situation, they have been coming over a lot, and it is really awkward. Mm-hmm. Because we have one dining table, and frankly, I don't know where to eat. How do I deal with this awkward situation? From Fifth Wheel.
Oh. That's so rough. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's so rough.
My initial reaction was, get out of Dodge.
Oh, move out.
Yes.
But he can't.
I know, with this whole situation. Oh, it is just so difficult though, because it makes dining, you want to be able to relax and enjoy when you're eating. Maybe just even talk to your roommates and see if you can know when the person is coming over, and you can monitor your dinner times or meal times based on when the girlfriend isn't there. Mm-hmm. That's what I would do.
Yeah, or just join along, and then
and then if it's awkward, it's awkward on them. Right?
They can leave if they want to. This is your home.
Yeah,
they can
don't
leave.
say anything if you don't feel like talking.
Say, hey man, how's it going? Yeah. And then you can bring your computer. Yeah. Bring your computer, watch Dating in the City, the videos.
Yes, that's true.
Watch us, listen to the podcast, put your earphones on. Yeah. Learn a thing or two, and then maybe your roommate will be the one writing in about being the fifth wheel. Okay? Maybe he will. Oh bless. That's rough. It's just, the quarantine, I think, it's bringing out a lot of different dynamics that I don't think people were ever anticipating ever having to deal with. And it's also interesting because a lot of new relationships are finding themselves kind of quarantining together. So it's bringing, I have a feeling that people after the quarantine, there will be a huge surge in engagements, and also a huge surge in breakups. So,
speaking of engagements,
oh my gosh,
we'll move on to catching up with the Contis.
Yay!
And we had some beautiful news at the beginning of the week that one of our favorite bachelors just proposed to one of his matches. And we are so excited about this. Melissa, one of our matchmakers, was very instrumental in bringing them together, and the ring was beautiful, and their relationship seems
the amazing. Carats are in the double digits. rumor has it, you guys, this was an older gentleman, and I almost jumped ship and went for it myself. Not gonna lie, I was tempted, but it would have been, a stretch, it would have been a stretch, but thanks for looking out. But we're so happy for them.
We are
so happy.
Last week we had 2 MITC babies come into the world. So even though it's been a lot of negative news that you've heard, we've had a lot of...
One of our matchmakers actually had a baby, Liat. So congratulations, Liat. We're so proud of you. And a beautiful baby girl. And she is at home. And it's you know what? Even though it is a time when hospitals are crazy and there's a lot of fear in the air, it's a good time to be a new mom, because you can just hang at home with your child and not feel like you're missing anything, because you are not missing anything.
It's true.
I love it.
That's such a good point, Alessandra.
Yeah.
And even we said before that maybe you have a little more time, but there are some people, for instance, the health industry or construction industries, where they've had to work almost double the amount of time. So our prayers go out to
you guys,
all of you, and also know that we're here for you. So if you want to, we already talked about the links at the bottom, but we can help with dating when you literally have no time to date.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, we have a couple doctors right now.
We do.
amazing. So you guys are doing an amazing job. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for catching up with us today. Feel free to listen to old podcast episodes of Dating in the City wherever you listen to podcasts. Also, feel free to sign up to work with one of our matchmakers at matchmakersinthecity.com, or feel free to sign up for our database, matchmakersinthecity.com/sign up. It's $100 for the year, and it makes you eligible to be matched with one of our priority members. But thank you guys so much for coming. We'll be back next week, and we are just sending prayers to our whole country. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay indoors, stay quarantined. Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.